I made a horror game in 7 days, full of terrifying monsters and nearly impossible mazes. All because my friend Commando told me that I couldn't. Hello.
Screen, you know for a fact you can't make that game in 7 days.
Oh. But I wasn't going to let this stop me, so I hopped straight into Unity and started for work. To start off on day 1, I went and added PC and Oculus support to the project. Now this took some time because Unity decides to restart itself about 20 times within this process because it's weird, but after that I decided to go and install the gorilla locomotion so you could actually run around. For the next couple of bits I'm gonna kind of just skip them because all I did was set up things like servers and just did stuff so the game would actually run. And now you can connect to the game and jump off the edge. So after this I quickly made a player model and I think he turned out alright, so I added him to the game. And that's when I realised I actually needed to make a map. But it was already the end of day 1. At the beginning of day 2 I hopped straight into Blender to model a map, so I made it, and then I decided to look for some nice textures, added them, to only realise that the lighting didn't really fit, so I decided to try and work on that. Then I modelled this tree to put around the map, and I decided to make a quick lamppost to put around the map to help fill up some of the blank space and also bring a little bit of light into the game. Now I hopped in and just made some adjustments to the bloom to make the lighting feel better, but now I knew it was time to actually make the monster. For the monster I decided to make some questionable changes and also make some changes to the face texture. Now as day 2 started to come to the end I decided to work on the animation for the monster, and this is how it turned out, which I thought was pretty good. Starting where I left off from the day before, I imported the monster into Unity to then set up the navigation so it will chase the player, with some minor inconveniences along the way. Then I stuck a point light in its head to make it look scary, made it red, and yeah, that'll probably scare Commando when he plays it. I realised I hadn't made a jump scare, so I went and did that, and now the monster was complete. At this point the player didn't actually have a place to spawn, so I went and modelled a spawn room. I know it's probably looking a little bit questionable, but once you see where it's going to go, I think it will make sense. I put it under the hill in the forest map because it was the most centralised location and made it easy to access the maps, which I was about to make the next day. To start off day 4 I decided to add a table, and the reason for that I'll come back to in a minute, but then I added in a light, which I think overall because of the volumetric lighting it turned out pretty good. Back to the table I decided to add in colour codes, and it was working all fine until I broke it, and then also on the 7th day I broke it just before the time limit, so I had to quickly fix that, but it worked fine, so happy days. When I started the game I went straight over to the keyboard to test it out, and as you can see when I hit the buttons it changed the colour, so I called it a success. For the rest of the day I decided to go and model the map for the next level. With the remaining time I had it was very little, this is 200 times speed, but once I got it done I was happy with it. But before we go any further, please remember to subscribe because it helps out so much, but apart from that straight back to the video. Going into day 5, I realised that I was already over halfway through the challenge, so I need to try and speed up to try and complete the game. In this new map, I added in obstacles to make it a little bit harder to traverse, and later in the video you can see that they actually did come in quite effective. The monster in this level was inspired by the monster in my game Fear Massive, which is releasing soon, because I decided to use procedural animation, and that's basically where scripts control where the legs and stuff go, so it matches the cave perfectly. So for example, if it's going round the bend, it will place its leg round a bend instead of through the wall. What I didn't realise about procedural animation though was it takes ages to set up, so I spent hours trying to get it to work. But when I did get it to work I thought it was alright, but sadly that's all I got done for this day. Hopping into day 6 I realised I only had this day and the day after to finish it off, making sure that I had completed the map and the monster and actually created the ending. So on this day I decided to start working on the map and also squish any bugs I found. Not literally by the way, you know the bugs what stopped the game from working. Anyway, after making the map I got straight on to making the monster because I did not want to waste any time. So this is what I came up with. It wasn't the best because again I only made it in like an hour or so, but it could do. Now it was actually in Unity, I did the basics like adding the jump scare sound, the movement, and all of that stuff, so it would make it look scary in game. I know it looks a little bit questionable here, but you gotta wait until you see it in game. Look, see, trust the process, look how much scarier that looks. Now it was finally the last day, I knew how to create the ending for the game, so I started off by making a keypad nice and simple until I realised the coding wasn't that simple. Because pretty much around the map I placed 3 pieces of paper, each with the code to the keypad, and when you enter the code it unlocks the ending. Yep. Right, welcome to the game, you have to try and complete it, yeah? Good luck, I'm going to quickly show you. So,
Right.
I've seen you've already changed your colour, which is cool, but here is the number pad.
Ow.
Sorry about that. You'll find numbers on paper up there. There's 2 levels down below. You got 1 there and then 1 even further. So you get to it through that level, and then you enter the code through here. If you get it wrong, just click back. Then once you get it, you see the super secret cool thing at the end. Good luck and goodbye.
Oh, alright. Okay, so...
Oh, there's a monster. Help me.
Right. Boom. I can not see anything besides these lights. What are these lights? When they're red, what is that? Whoa! Oh my... Okay. So, I think that was screen, he's trolling me. Oh, 7. Right, so that says 7. Oh my god, what is that? What is that? Oh my god. Right, so the first number's 7. Okay, nice to know. That is scary. Oh, okay. So I have to figure my way out of here. And I have no idea where the hell that is. So... Oh. Okay. Screen is too good at making these maps. What's this? Just squeeze through here. 4, right. So we got 4. 4. 4, 4. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Oh, 4. Right, I have to get one more number. What's this way? Oh my goodness, why? A cave? Oh my goodness. Whoa! Where to go? Oh my goodness, what is that? Leave me alone. Oh, you, look, number 2. Wait, the code's 742. Where's, oh, I think I found the exit. Yes, 742, 742. 742. Huh? This is relatable, you should subscribe, but what the hell? Wait, I'm being pushed backwards. What?
Well, you heard him. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like or subscribe, but apart from that, have a brilliant rest of your day, and if you were interested in this video, then watch this one here.